Hi everyone. Today we are going to study a very important point, that is, do not open with an apology. Do not open with an apology. Okay? Let us understand it. To begin a talk with an apology does not get you off to a good start either. How often we all have heard speakers begin by calling the attention of the audience to their lack of preparation or their lack of ability. If you are not prepared, the audience will probably discover it without your assistance. Why insult your audience by suggesting that you did not think them worth preparing for? That just any old thing you had on the fire was good enough to serve them. No, we don't want. No, we don't want to hear apologies. We don't want to hear apologies. We want to be informed and interested. We don't want apologies. Yes, we don't want to hear apologies. We want to be informed and interested to be interested. Remember that let your opening, yes, let your opening capture the interest of your audience, not the second sentence, not the third sentence, the first. Remember the point, the first. Avoid the funny story opening. Now, avoid the funny story opening. You may have noticed that there is one method of opening a talk and one much favored by speakers that is not recommended here. The so called funny story opening. For some lamentable reason, the novice feels that he ought to lighten up his talk by telling a joke, and he assumes that the mantle of Mark Twain has descended upon his shoulders. Do not fall into this trap. You will discover to your embarrassment the painful truth that the funny story is more often pathetic than funny. Okay, and the story may be known to persons in your audience. A sense of humor, though, is a prized asset for any speaker. A talk need not begin nor be heavy footed, elephantine, and excessively solemn. Not at all. Okay? If, if, here the point is, if you have the ability, if you have the ability, yes, here it is saying, a sense of humor, though, is a prize asset for any speaker. A talk need not begin nor be heavy footed, elephantine, and excessively solemn. Not at all. If you have the ability to tickle the resibilities of your audience, yes, by some witty reference to a local situation or to something arising out of the occasions or the remarks of a previous speaker, then by all means do so. Observe some incongruity, exaggerate it, and that type of humor is more likely to succeed than stale jokes about Pat and Mike, or mother in laws, or shaggy dogs, because it is relevant and because it is original. Perhaps the easiest way to create merriment is to tell a story on yourself. Depict yourself in some ridiculous and embarrassing situations. Okay? That get down to the very essence of humor. Jack Benny has used this device for years. He was one of the first major radio comedians to poke fun at himself. To poke fun at himself. Okay? And by making himself the butt by making himself the butt of jokes concerning his ability to play the violin, his mercilessness, and his age, his miserliness, and his age. Jack Benny works a rich vein of humor that keeps his rating high from year to year. Audiences open their hearts as well as their minds to speakers who deliberately deflate, deflate themselves by calling attention to some deficiency or failing on their part in a humorous sense, of course. Yes. On the other hand, creating the image of the stuffed shirt or the visiting expert with all the answers leaves an audience cold and unreceptive. Okay, friends? So, today we saw very important points, that is, do not open with an apology and avoid the funny story opening. Okay? So, be encouraged, take good care, do not quit in life. Love you all. Bye bye.